families. My name is Elena Ruskowski. If you've never met me before, I'm the Minister of Youth and Families here at Christ Community. And we are talking about focus. We're focusing on our faith. Now, faith is like the wind. You may not be able to see it all the time, but you can feel it and you can see it move things. And that's kind of how our faith is. Our faith can move mountains. It says that in the Bible. God is so powerful that He has put His life inside our heart through the Holy Spirit. And it's so powerful that He chooses to use us. He says, I want to use you in my story, the story of the good news that Jesus died for you and me. He uses Paul in the stories that we've been talking about recently. From the beginning of June to now, we have been talking about Paul's journey on following Jesus. Now, he goes through a lot of rough things, especially in this story. There's a shipwreck that he goes through, but that doesn't stop his faith that God has him no matter what. And when people see this about Paul, they see that God really is working in his life. He has to be working if someone is this joyful after a lot of hardship. So I hope you stay tuned. There's a lot to be learned from Paul. So grab your pets, your snacks, your families, and keep watching.
You got this! You got this! You got this! You have got this! Yay! Yeah! Now we're focused. Hey everyone, it's Erica. You might be wondering what I'm doing talking to myself in the mirror. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Well, I decided I needed a little encouragement because it's been sort of a hard week. You see, a few days ago, my aunt was stuck at home with a broken leg. So I took some soup to her house, but then her dog peed on my shoe. And then I slipped and spilled the soup all over the place. And then the next day, I was walking home from the library and a car drove through a puddle next to me and splashed water all over me and all over my library book. Are you kidding me? Then, yesterday, I tripped over a sleeping cat and I fell into a prickly rose bush. Ow, ow. So, you know, it's been one of those weeks. And I'm trying to encourage myself to have a better day. But it's going to take faith. Faith is trusting in what you can't see because of what you can see. So even though I still have a few scratches from yesterday's catastrophe, I have faith that today will be better. See? It's better already! Today's story is all about some people who are having a bad week. Actually, several weeks. And okay, maybe they had bigger problems than spilled soup, a wet library book, and a thorny rose bush. But my week was still pretty bad. I'll see you when the storm passes. That'll make sense after the story.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Acts, chapters 27 and 28.
Paul faced many difficult days because he taught so boldly about Jesus. He was beaten, made fun of, thrown into jail, and run out of town. At last, in Jerusalem, Paul was arrested by Roman soldiers after a mob tried to kill him.
He speaks against our law!
Get rid of that guy!
Paul paced in his prison cell. The Lord stood next to him.
Be brave. You have told people about me in Jerusalem. You must do the same in Rome.
Because a group of Jews were plotting to kill him, Paul was taken to the governor in Caesarea. From there, he was ordered to Rome to stand trial before Caesar. Then, he was handed off to a Roman commander for the sea journey.
I am Julius of the Imperial Guard. I am very imperious, but also a reasonable human being.
Glad to hear it.
Julius allowed Paul to visit with friends as they stopped at the port city of Sidon. From there, they sailed around Cyprus, transferred to a ship from Egypt, carrying grain to Italy. The ship fought against the wind for many days until they arrived in a town on the island of Crete called Fair Havens. It was already well into October, a risky time for sea travel.
Men, I can see that our trip is going to be dangerous. The ship will be lost, and our own lives will be in danger.
A reasonable concern.
The pilot and ship's owner wanted to reach a better harbor for the winter.
Pish posh. We can make it to Phoenix.
Well,
Feel that? Gentle southerly breeze. Perfection.
we leave at once.
Anchors away!
But very soon, the gentle breeze transformed. Within a short time, the wind beat against the ship with the strength of a hurricane. The pilot gave up fighting the gale.
Hoist the lifeboat. Secure ropes around the bow. Jettison the cargo.
In the midst of the chaos, the Lord sent an angel to Paul. The next morning, Paul withstood the storm to encourage the crew and passengers. 276 people.
First, not to say I told you so, but I told you so. Second, not a problem. Last night, an angel from God told me, do not be afraid, Paul. You must go on trial in front of Caesar. God has shown his grace by sparing the lives of all those sailing with you. But we must run the ship onto an island.
On the 14th night of the storm, the sailors realized they were nearing land.
The water's only 90 feet deep here.
Drop the anchor.
The crew was so afraid of crashing against the rocks that they lowered the lifeboats, planning to escape and leave the passengers.
Julius, these men must stay with the ship. If they don't, you can't be saved.
A reasonable request. Cut the ropes.
The soldiers cut the ropes so the crew could not escape. Just before dawn, Paul gathered everyone on board, shouting above the wind.
Not a problem. None of you will lose a single hair from your head. Now, I'm asking you to eat so you can live.
Paul took bread and thanked God. He then broke the bread and ate it. Everyone was filled with hope while they had some food to eat as the gray morning dawned.
There's the beach. Lift the anchors and we'll run her aground.
But as the pilot steered desperately for shore, the ship hit a sandbar and began to break into pieces. The soldiers were planning to kill Paul and the other prisoners to keep them from swimming to freedom.
Stop! Don't hurt them. Paul must live. Everyone overboard. Swim to land or grab a piece of the wreckage.
Miraculously, everyone made it to shore, just as God had promised.
Welcome to Malta.
The people of Malta were unusually kind as they built a fire to welcome this large group of wet and stranded visitors.
I'll fetch some more firewood.
Paul tossed sticks into the fire. Then, a deadly snake slithered out and sunk his teeth into Paul's hand.
This man must be a murderer. The gods won't let him live.
Not a problem. Totally fine.
Paul simply shook the snake into the fire. When the people saw he was unharmed, they decided he was a god. Publius, a chief official, welcomed Paul and the others into his home.
Take whatever you need.
Paul discovered that Publius, his father, was very sick, so he prayed.
Jesus, please, heal this man.
Publius, his father, was made well. All the sick people on the island flocked to see Paul, and they too were healed. Paul had so much respect on Malta that when it was time to leave, the people of Malta gave him all the supplies they needed.
Bon voyage!
At long last, Paul neared Rome. The believers had heard he was on his way and traveled to meet him.
Welcome to Rome.
I thank God for you all.
In Rome, Paul was allowed to live in his own home, under guard. For 2 years, he welcomed anyone who came to see him. He told Jews and Gentiles alike the good news of Jesus, just as God promised he would.
So a shipwreck is probably worse than tripping on a cat, but a bad week is a bad week. And the important thing to realize is that we all have problems, and we all get to choose how we react to those problems. Paul chose to trust that God was with him no matter what he was going through. You see, Paul understood that God had a bigger plan. Ever since Paul came to know Jesus as God's son, he had devoted his life to telling others about Jesus. And Paul knew that no matter what problems he faced, they were worth it if it helped him spread the good news of Jesus to the world. So Paul didn't necessarily focus on the storm, the shipwreck, and the snake bite like they were problems. Instead, he trusted that God was leading him somewhere. He trusted that God had a plan. And Paul's not the only person who can change focus like that. We can too! When we hope and trust in Jesus, it can change how we look at our problems. That's the one thing to remember today. Knowing Jesus changes the way you see your problems. When you're having one of those weeks, or months, or years, or whenever we have a problem, sometimes the bad stuff is all we can focus on. But when you know that God has a plan and that Jesus is always with you, it can help take the focus off yourself and put your focus on Him. Whenever you're facing tough situations, remembering that God is with you can make it less hard or scary. So don't forget, God has got this. See you next time. Bye.
One or two?
One.
One or two?
One.
Okay, try this one. One or two?
One.
Last one. One or two?
One.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, hello everyone, I'm Brandon.
Oh yeah, I'm John.
And welcome to
The So-and-So Show. We have an incredible show for you today, I think. I think it might be one of the best shows ever.
It's the best show.
Epic, yeah, an epic Bible story, lots of fun and hilarious antics. Plus,
I don't know what you're doing.
got new glasses.
Oh.
See, look at them.
Oh, what?
Man, every time.
Why did you... Show's going well so far.
No, this is not a problem. Let me just, I'm just gonna,
All right.
just gonna get those, all right?
Okay, well, they're not over there.
Where? Where do they go?
You threw them in front of you.
Oh, sorry. Okay, well, I'm coming back over here. My old prescription, it gets old. That's why they call it an old prescription, right?
Yeah.
And every now and then you got to get a new one so that you can focus a wee bit more.
Right there.
Where?
Look where I'm pointing.
I can't.
I'm sorry. They're on the ground.
Oh, I gotta look
Do you
down.
need me to help you?
No. Hold on. I found them. Okay. Let's work.
Is it okay? Oh.
What? No, they look good. This isn't gonna work.
Oh no.
Okay, you know what? No problem. I don't want to ruin the best show ever, so I'm just gonna go upstairs and get my old glasses.
Do you want me to get them for you?
No. You stay here and make the show happen.
Okay. That's not the door.
Okay.
It's. Do you need? I'll tell you what. I'll just stall until you get back. And
Okay,
then we'll
sounds good.
Have the best show ever.
All right.
All right. Do you need me to help you with that?
Yeah. There's a hole right here.
Yeah. Well, there's a handle below that. Okay.
Oh, there's. What did I do? I don't know. I can't get my finger out. Ow! These doors are hard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get these fixed. Wow. Ow. Mm. Oh, okay. Let's see.
Okay. Best show ever. Here we go.
I know. Everyone likes poetry, right? Here's a new segment I call Haikus with Brandon.
So-and-so, and so. One too many so's for show. 2 will do, 3, no.
Man, haikus are short. Is John back yet? I'll just hold on. John!
Brandon?
Yeah, John?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, where are you?
I'm not sure. Oh, wait. Brandon?
John, how are you?
I don't know. I can't see anything. Everything is so orange.
Well, I mean, can you go back the way you came? Like, retrace your steps.
Okay, I'll try.
Oh, where could John be? Lost in a world of orange? Or a world of orange?
John?
What? I'm still here. Brandon, you gotta help me. Anyone? Help!
Wait, no, John, don't leave me here. No, not again, not again. No. I got nothing. Nada. Zilch. This isn't working. What do I do? I'd say this qualifies as a co-host emergency. Here goes. That was fast.
Yeah, it was, Brandon.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah! Well, howdy doody, everyone. I'm Fred, and welcome to the So and Fred Show. And this is my co-host, Brandon.
Brandon, right. Hi.
Brandon, exactly.
I can't believe you're my emergency co-host.
Please welcome, howdy doody, someone who knows stuff.
We don't have a guest today. What are you talking about?
Ah, Brandon, friendly banter. Friendly banter. Friendly banter.
Oh, boy.
Laugh authentically. Oh, Brandon, that was a good one.
Who's up for some more haikus?
Ask a question. Make direct eye contact, making your co-host believe that you are actively listening.
Fred?
Mm-hmm, yes, howdy doody. Yes.
What are you doing?
Oh! I just put into practice all the things I learned on my online class. Hosting for the internets.
John!
Huh? Whoa! Howdy doody. Please welcome someone who knows stuff. What is happening? Who are you? And tell us what you know, John.
Is that Fred?
Yes, me, Fred. I'm here with Brandon. How'd you get up there?
Hey, John, I really could use you back here right now.
You broke the glass, didn't you?
I didn't know what else to do. I had no. Wait, no. It's Bible story time with Kellen.
What's up, fellas? Hey, what are you doing here?
Oh, Kellen and I'm happy to see you.
Thanks, but why are you...
Who are you? What do you know?
Fred? You broke the glass, didn't you?
It was an emergency.
There's a good one, Kelster.
Kellen.
Fred. And this is Brandon. He's my
Brandon.
best friend.
Thank you, Brandon. Help us, Kellen. This is a disaster.
Actually, this works out great. Huh? Yeah, one of the so-and-so show players called in sick, and it's a pretty epic sea voyage story, so we're gonna need all hands on deck, so to speak.
The so-and-so show players?
Yeah, do you think you can fill in for us?
Can I?
Yeah. Oh, it's that way. Okay, so you may have heard of this guy named Paul. He wrote half of what we now call the New Testament in the Bible. Paul had a mission to tell the story of Jesus to as many people as he could. He traveled all over the known world doing just that. God even promised Paul that he would take Jesus' story all the way to the city of Rome. But God didn't promise it would all be smooth sailing.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Make the ship lighter! Throw things overboard! Hurry!
Back then, talking about Jesus was against the law in some places. So Paul was actually in prison when it was decided his case would be tried in Rome. The plan was to travel safely to Rome by ship, but a horrible storm changed that plan.
Don't worry, Captain. An angel told me last night that not one person will die on this ship. Yay! Only the ship will be lost.
Not my mannequin!
We must run the ship onto a beach somewhere.
Welcome to Malta!
Not yet.
What? He said beach?
Later.
Oh!
Hurry!
The storm lasted for weeks. The crew was frightened and hungry. They had wondered if Paul had been right about everyone being safe. But then, just when they were about to lose hope,
Land ho, Captain!
Where?
There!
We've run aground on a beach!
Welcome to Malta!
No! The ship's breaking apart! Swim for it!
all 276 people on the ship reached the shore safely, just as the angel promised Paul. They hadn't made it to Rome, but rather an island they were unfamiliar with.
Oh, help me.
Whew, it's cold. Oh, maybe we should make a fire.
Yes, do that.
Where are we?
It looks like any other beach. I said, it looks like any other beach.
Welcome to Malta.
So, yeah, their ship crashed on the island of Malta, and the villagers of Malta were very kind to their unexpected visitors.
We thought we were goners for sure. Oh, thank you. But then our ship crashed here, but not one person died. Not one. You all have been really great, by the way. Thank you.
Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Ooh, snake.
Oh, Daddy must be a murderer.
He escaped the ship, but the God of justice won't let him live.
Ouchie.
He will surely swallow up.
He will surely fall dead.
Ooh, look, marshmallows. Can I? Thank you.
Whoa! Paul and his shipmates stayed on Malta for 3 months. While they were there, Paul prayed for the villagers, and those who were sick were healed. And when their ship was repaired, they completed their voyage to Rome, where Paul told people the good news of Jesus. The end.
Great story, Kellen.
Yeah, it's wild, right? Storms and shipwrecks and snake bites.
Talk about things not going according to plan, huh?
Maybe not Paul's plan, sure, but it looks like God was in control the whole time.
Oh yeah, if it weren't for the bad things that happened, everyone may have missed out on the good things that happened on Malta.
Plus, it wouldn't have been as good of a story.
Hey, you're back.
Yeah, the So-and-So Show players showed me a shortcut. Turns out they're not so bad.
Oh yeah, they're amazing.
Yeah, let's not overdo it. Thanks for letting me visit, Kellen.
Listen, I know the show didn't go the way you expected, but I think it turned out great. God has a way sometimes of making something good come out of something that seems bad. You just need to remember to focus on Him instead of whatever's happening.
Yeah, wow, that's great. Thanks, Kellen.
No doubt. I'll see you next time.
Later.
See you, Kellen. You know, he's right. Something good can totally come out of something bad. Like today, I got trapped in Kellen's bubble, which seems bad.
Yeah, but then Kellen needed you to help tell the Bible story, which was good. Although we did have to change the show at the last second, which seemed bad.
But then you got to finally share your poetry with the world, which was good.
True. That's what I do. Did.
And then Fred came on as your co-host, which seems bad.
Then I'm still thinking about what the good is.
Where is Fred anyway?
I don't know. Reveal the question.
Oh, when have you seen something good come out of something bad?
Yeah, you saw how things worked out for us. What about you? When have you seen something good come out of something bad?
You know, Brandon, I don't think this was the best show ever after all.
Oh, no?
I think it was better.
Oh, can you be better than the best?
Yes.
Okie doke. That was the So-and-So Show, folks.
See you, folks.
Whoa, I'm in a bubble. Howdy doody. I'm in a bubble. How'd I get here? Howdy doody. In a bubble.